Long nights in the dark turn to tumbling sights of old troubles that might bury me if I let these thoughts last. So I take a breath as I hear the footsteps of all the friends who came and left, as they were caught for even a moment within the train wreck of my life's biggest test. They don't realise it yet, but these last few years for me have been about as dark as it gets. Taking medication to see me through, but please understand that it had me feeling like I'm living in another land, to the point where I don't recognise the man who I see looking back at me in the mirror where I used to stand. You ask me how's it been and how am I feeling? To be honest, it feels like I'd be over-revealing if I was to open up and show you what I've been concealing. Because I know you'd see for my pride and realise I've been redlining for a while and have just about hit the ceiling. So I put on a smile that I practiced and lie. Tell you I'm fine. Rather than let you know that when the pain gets bad for the third week without end, when my bones are aching and my nerves feel like they're breaking with every step that I'm taking, I can no longer pretend to myself I even want to be here anymore. I'm done. I'm worn out. I want to die. And with each waking nightmare, I wish I'd never even survived. Till the guilt resides like the tide washing over my mind until I cry and fall asleep dreaming questions of why. It's easier to lie. It's just the bitterness and pain of it all. The shame I tried to hide in the rain. I swear I'll hold off these demons one more day and refuse to be slain. No more blood will be lost in vain. I keep telling myself I need to man up. I act like I don't really need a hand up, but here I am arguing again with myself. It's like I'm watching me fucking stumble around from the shelf, saying shit like I'll be better tomorrow. Knowing full well our time's only borrowed. I can't be moping around my room anymore with no energy left to invest in those I care about. It only serves to make me feel hollow. I'm just missing the man that I once was, trying to believe that one day it will be a hero that follows. And that's all it is. Deep breaths and patience. But you see, dark skies of a clouded mind leave little space for your personal life to carry you through the dark times, looking back while you're down in search of the good memories on rewind, where you try to salvage whatever's left of the inner divine. All along I'd hoped that someone would be my saviour. But how can I manage that when my capacity for love feels like it's been stretched on a rack? It's too late now to backtrack and it all feels like another car crash, when the only thing I have left to savour is the bitter taste of the friendships I let go to waste from my erratic behaviour. It's only now that the medicated mist has been lifted that I can see that the way I've been living was twisted. Sitting in pity feels almost sadistic with these sick thoughts that lead to nowhere except becoming just another statistic. Instead I have to focus on how far I've come, so I can begin to feel somewhat uplifted. Stuck inside a victim's mentality, when the only way back is to stand up and face my reality. And that's all it is. Deep breaths and patience. Please forgive me for often being vacant. I don't mean to seem jaded, but it's the emotional scars that cut the deepest, and they're the ones that don't always feel like they faded. Stoic the poet. Deep breaths and patience.